Okay, so for today's homework, we were working on multiplying by those two-digit numbers, two-digit numbers, but we're still working on multiples of 10. So today we learned a new strategy using the area model. So we used an area model to represent the following expressions. Then we recorded the partial products to solve. So we did two steps. We have the area model, and then we have the partial products. So for the area model, we start and we put the 30 out here on the outside. Then we're going to break this 17 up into two parts. The first part is 10. The second part is a 7. So for this, we're going to change this 30 and we're going to think about it as 3 tens. And we're going to think about this. We're finding the area of this, so we're thinking length times width. So 3 tens times 1 10. So we know that 3 times 1 is 3, and 10 times 10 is 100. So 30 times 10 is going to be 300. Now we're going to do the same thing with the ones place. We're going to think this is still 3 tens times, we're breaking this into unit form. Now we have 7 ones. So 3 times 7 is 21. 10 times 1 is still 10. So we're at 21 tens, which gives us, if we have 21 tens, that is 210. So that's how we use the area model to model our multiplication using partial products. Now we're going to look at these partial products. So we're going to look at our first part. If we multiply 30 times 7, that gives us a partial product of 210, because again it's the 3 tens times 7 ones here. 3 tens, 7 ones gives us 21 tens, or 210. Then we think 3 tens times 1 10, which gives us our 300. Then we add those pieces together and we get a product of 510. 2 and 3 are the same problems, so they're just continuing to work on that. When we get to number 4, the students in this section are just asked to draw an area model to represent the following expression, then record the partial products vertically and solve. So we're asking them to draw the area model. So we're going to start with our rectangle. We have 60 on the outside. We're going to break it up into two sections. We're going to break the 19 up into two pieces. We're going to break it up into the 10 and then to the 9. And then we're going to set this up over here and we're going to do 19 times 60. So we're going to start with thinking about, this is 6 tens. And we're going to start in our ones place times 9 ones. 6 times 9 is 54. 10 times 1 is tens. So 54 tens gives us 540. So we can see the same thing here, as 6 tens times 9 ones gives us 540 as our first partial product. Next, we're going to look at our hundreds, or our tens place. So we have 6 tens times 1 10. 6 times 1 is 6. Tens times tens is hundreds. So 600s equals 600s. We can see the same thing here. 6 tens times 1 10 is 6 hundredths, which gives us 6 hundredths. And now we're going to add 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. 5 plus 6 is 11. So we get a product of 1,140. Number 5 is the same as number 4. And number 6, these 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all the exact same. So it says here, visualize the area model and solve the following expression numerically. So this is asking them to visualize it, so come up with the area model in their head and not use it. So we're going to just stack up our numbers, 88 times 20. So we're going to think in our head, this is 2 tens, and we're going to multiply it by the ones. 2 tens times 8 ones. 2 times 8 is 16. And that's 16 tens, which is 160. So we have 16 tens here. And I'm just writing this part here so you can see it. The students do not need to write this. So now we have 2 tens times 8 tens, which 2 times 8 is still 16. We have tens and tens, which gives us hundreds. So we now have 16 hundreds, which gives us 1,600. And we just add those pieces up. And we get a product of 1,760. Hope that helps with tonight's homework. Have a great night.